Hello. So I'm gonna record kind of just, I guess, a few sections or whatever, like short ones, because I don't know when I'll be able to record it again because I've been really busy. So yeah. One thing that I know that God wants me to do. He made me a certain way always, and I feel like it's also because it's the way you are brought up. It's your environment, it's your family, it's just your own personality, all that kind of stuff together, whatever, as you're growing up. But now that you're all grown up, you have your own choice, right? Everyone has a choice. Everyone has your own thoughts. You can steer your life however you want, and you can think however you want, and feel however you let yourself feel. So like I said, I know way too many people who are like just depressed and like not happy either with themselves or just not with life kind of thing. But it's really, really how you see life, right? And the first and foremost thing is you need to know God. You need to know His love for you in your heart. Because even for me, like, God has blessed me, but still I didn't feel like the love that I'm searching for. Like, something was still empty inside. And that's when I heard God say, like, I needed to break up with my like last boyfriend or whatever. And so we broke up, and I didn't know why. And this was why, because God wanted me to be on my own, to figure myself out on my own, to know who I am, to be able to stand on my own 2 feet, like strong, rooted in Him and in Him only, not in friends, not in family, not in no guys, not in the way that you like look or dress or whatever. He wants us to be fully grounded in Him and Him alone. Because what if there's no one left, no one left to give you appreciation or acceptance or anything like that, like words of encouragement or stuff like that. Like, those are the things like of the world. God wants you to know exactly how He is speaking, and speaking life and speaking truth always daily into your life, and that's why you have to know His word like inside out. You have to know every word that He speaks of, right? And what He says is, all things are possible through Him, all things. Like, He will show you miracle after miracle, blessing after blessing, like love overflowing. And like, until you feel it, you'll never understand. Okay, so like the more and more like someone tells you, like me, I'm trying to tell you girls to like, just appreciate yourself and like, have some self-worth and self-confidence and stuff like that. That all cannot happen until you know Him. Okay, so that's the main point, is to know Him inside out in your heart, and He will overflow you with everything else. He will complete you. Any question that you have, He will answer you. He will complete every single empty feeling that you've ever experienced, in a way like it's unexplainable, right? And God wants us to be able to just stand up for exactly what we believe and what we know, and not let anyone sway us away. And like, if someone tells us to do something and that it's wrong, you should be able to say, no, I'm not going to do that, or you should be able to do that and not get sucked into the ways of the world. And I know a lot of girls, they want like just approval from people, and you just go the ways of the world. Like, you get kind of like sucked in. Okay, like, sure, okay, like, no, that's not okay. And you have to know to say no. You have to know when to stand your ground. You have to know when it's not okay, and it's okay to say no. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Like, don't let them make a decision for you that that's not what you want, and this will lead to like another section which I'm like totally not okay with all the time. And it's the way that guys treat girls. Like, girls just go along with it, and they just think like, oh, okay, like it's okay, like, I deserve it or something like that. No, it's never okay for a guy to treat you disrespectfully, to speak to you disrespectfully, even to look at you disrespectfully, okay? Like, guys shouldn't be like, like praying around for like pretty little girls, and they know when you're like timid or whatever, and they'll like prey on you. But like, you have to know to stand your ground and know when to walk away, like when it's not right, okay? So stand your ground, okay? And know yourself in him. Talk to him, get to know him. He is inside you, and he'll give you the wisdom. He is the best teacher, right? And I'm like, I pray to God, like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, he put this in my heart for so many years, but I kind of kept quiet because I was like, no way. Like, I know when to say no. I know when to walk away. I know when to cut people out. Like, I know my worth and stuff. But then now it's not about me, okay? Like, it's about all these other girls who don't know, and I want to do whatever I can to help build this, because self-esteem, self-worth, and like wisdom and knowledge, that's like about like yourself, your life, like the streets of how people are and all that kind of stuff. You cannot learn this from books, right? You can read all you want and stuff, but until you really, really have it rooted in your heart, you'll never really fully understand and be able to live it and feel the fullness of God's love. So I'm like praying every day, like, for wisdom from God, because he's the best teacher, right? He's the best person he will give us all the right words to say. But I'm just praying, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't even know one thing. But I think the first good step was that they told me to do it this way and not like this way, like cutting off just my face. So yeah, find yourself rooted in him, and start with that, and it will happen, because I trust in him with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my life, and I know how powerful he is. If you just ask him, he will always show up. He will always. Okay? Bye.